Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And ignore my red eye. I just have to prepare my Sharingan to take care of Naruto. Yeah, today's video is gonna be a collaborated video with an absolutely amazing YouTuber, guys. And it's Jinko. And I just want to take some time during this intro because Jinko is a YouTuber that does all of these crazy types of experimental things. Like, if you ever want to find some crazy stuff in Wild Rift, check out his channel. You know, there's links in the description, and this video about all the facts in Wild Rift are made with him. So enough about the intro, let's get into it. We all know Black Cleaver is a good item, but the item is actually much better on some champions than we may think. So Black Cleaver got buffed many times, but if you look at champions like Darius or Ashe, Black Cleaver is incredibly powerful. So let's take Ashe as an example first. Ashe's first ability gives, like, if you activate the first ability, it shoots 4 different ticks of physical damage. What I mean with ticks is 4 different numbers of physical damage. So basically, as an Ashe, you can do basic attack and then instantly first ability, because it's a basic attack cancel, and in 0.2 seconds, or you can if you do it perfectly, it's 0.1 seconds, you can already apply 5 stacks of Black Cleaver on an enemy. This is absolutely huge, and this is the single reason why Ashe support is a viable pick. Because as an Ashe support, you can go for the Black Cleaver and shoot on an enemy, basic attack first ability, and you will instantly shred 25% armor. But this is not it. There is more. You can even buy a Runan's Hurricane on Ashe and be able to do this trick on 3 enemies at the same time. Yes, that's right, guys. You can shred 25% of 3 enemies in 0.1 seconds in the perfect condition. So when you approach a team fight and the enemy has like 3 tanks and all these tanks are diving your team, all you have to do with Ashe, basic attack first ability, it takes 0.1 second and you will shred 25% of all of their armors instantly. Another example would be Darius. His bleed effect. His passive applies physical damage to an enemy 5 times over 5 seconds. So all you have to do is hit an enemy 1 time, and then over the next 5 seconds that enemy is going to be losing 25% of his armor. So as a Darius, it's incredibly powerful with the Black Cleaver build to go into the enemy, just hit all of them with your first ability, try to hit as many as you can and apply those bleed stacks and shred all of their armors.
You probably know that when Caitlyn's ultimate is cancelled, it gets refunded. So instead of being like 40 or 30 seconds, it will go on a 5 seconds cooldown only, and then she can cast it again. So if you have a champion that can dodge it, such as Xayah with her ultimate, or Master Yi with his flash, you should absolutely try to dodge it after she shot the bullet, because if you dodge too soon, she will get a refund, and 5 seconds later she can use her ultimate again and maybe kill you. But if you dodge it after she shot the bullet, there will be no refund whatsoever, and her ultimate will go on the maximum cooldown time. So if you can take the risk of dodging after she shot the bullet, you should definitely do that.
Baron. How the hell does the Baron attack, and how the hell does he attach a debuff to you? So in this video, we're going to be talking about the debuff, which the Baron has. And in the other video on Jinko's channel, we're going to be talking about all the different types of attacks that the Baron has. So how does the Baron apply a debuff? He applies a debuff which makes you deal 50% less damage. This is a very important thing to understand, because as an ADC, for example, you don't want this debuff to be applied to you. So he can apply it from 2 different types of attacks. Either the small green projectile if you attacked him from the front, or the spikes in the ground if you attacked him from the back. And you don't want to be staying close to him as well, right? It doesn't matter who attacks him first, it's just you don't want to stay close to him.
By the way, just before my next tip, there is a skin giveaway happening right now on the 2nd episode of this series on my channel, so check it out after this video. Anyway, you might not know this if you don't play support, but the Redemption Enchant can actually be used when you are dead. So this means that even when you are dead, you can still help your team, because the Redemption Enchant can heal your allies and deal damage to the enemy in a big zone, and this can help you turn the tide of the battle. But one other thing that the Redemption Enchant is very good at is giving vision, because the zone is very large, and when you use it, everything that is in this zone will be revealed, so enemies that are hidden in bushes will be revealed. And this way, even if you are very far from a fleeing enemy that your ally is chasing, you can help them by revealing the jungle or bushes or whatever that the enemy might be hiding into, and this way your ally can get the last hit and kill the enemy before they run away.
There are some abilities in the game that are very easy to use that provide vision. An example would be Gragas's first ability, the barrel. When you throw it in a bush or over a wall like the Baron Pit, it grants you vision. There is more champions, however. Champions like Veigar, for example, and Soraka. And Veigar and Soraka, it makes it actually even more useful. Reason is because they are ranged. So what you can do, for example, is use it over a wall and pop the vision plant. This is incredibly useful, especially for a champion like Soraka, who is a support champion. You can just quickly walk to the vision plant, throw your first ability over it. Shout out to Shay for telling me about this, by the way, because I didn't know this either. And you can pop the vision plant for free. It's super easy.
So HellsDevil just told you about abilities that can give vision, and as a Jinx one trick, I have a great tip to share about the chompers, because chompers give vision, but you can split them up in 2 or even 3 using terrain, and this is like using 3 small wards at once. So for example, if you are in the bot lane and you are going to the dragon to help your jungler, you can throw your mines above the big wall, inside it actually, and the mines will go on the left, on the top, and on the right. That means you can see people coming from the lane, you can see if someone is in the long bush waiting for you, and you can see if someone is rotating to the dragon from the lane. So this is actually insane because it's like using 3 wards at once, and of course if someone steps into the trap, they will get snared and you will be able to run away or attack them or whatever. What I also like to do is to use the mines when I'm taking, for example, the dragon, and I know that enemies might try to steal it. So when we are like at 1/3 of the objective's health, I will throw the mines behind the wall. If I don't snare anyone, at least I am blocking the path, and I'm giving vision to my team, so as soon as an enemy comes close to the mine, we will know it. Of course, this is kind of situational because Jinx doesn't have a lot of mana, and this ability has a very long cooldown, and it's like one of the only abilities that allows you to survive because you have no mobility. So you should not use it every time, but it is a great secret tip to know about, especially if you consider that a lot of players don't even know that this ability gives vision in the first place. So yeah, I definitely encourage you to start using this technique.
So in Wild Rift you have a sweeper and a ward, and there's a few things about the sweeper that not everyone knows about. So while using a sweeper, you are invisible to the enemy's wards, right? Like while walking right through them. But once you attack the wards, the enemies can see you. Keep in mind, however, if you're revealing the enemy wards and one of your teammates attacks those wards, you still stay invisible. So if you want to surprise gank the enemy, don't actually clear out the wards, go through it. Don't attack anything, just go for the gank.
When I heard that Yumi was coming to Wild Rift, the first thing that came to my mind was, can you literally be AFK and still get an assist while doing literally nothing? And the answer is yes. So if Yumi is attached to an ally and she doesn't do anything, she can still get the assist if this ally gets a kill. And that is because when Yumi is attached to an ally, she gives him a buff to his damage. So she's indirectly helping to get the kill. And that's why you can literally be AFK and get an assist on Yumi. So yeah.
For the item Frozen Heart, many players asked me, how does it work? How do I know whether or not the effect of the item has been applied to the enemy? So it's very simple. You can literally see how far the range is of Frozen Heart to reduce the enemy's attack speed. You can just check above their head for the frozen mark, right? Like you can see the blue frozen mark, pay attention to it so you know how far away from the enemy you have to be.
I know a lot of players that complain that after they die and buy an item, they are not able to undo the purchase. And they say it is a bug, or it is because they bought it too soon or too fast or whatever. But actually it's not a bug at all, so let me explain the logic behind this. So when you are dead and you still deal damage to the enemy, for example because you play Teemo and you have traps on the map, the damage from the trap takes into account your current stats, not the stats you had when you died. So as soon as you buy a new item, your stats go up and you deal more damage. So of course, if you deal more damage, even when you are dead, you cannot just undo your purchase after dealing the damage, that will be too OP. And that's exactly why as soon as you deal damage, you are unable to undo a purchase, you can only sell the item. Because let's say you die, you buy 70 AP to deal more damage with your Timo trap, you kill an enemy, and then you refund your purchase to buy another item. That will not be fair at all. And by the way, a developer commented on this and it is confirmed that it is not a bug and it is intended. So now you know, and next time your friend complains that he cannot undo his purchase anymore after he died, just send him this video.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this crazy video that I normally never upload. Again, you know, there's links to Jinko in the description. I really suggest you to check him out. I absolutely love watching his videos. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.